My next guest says the Nasdaq's 3% drop yesterday is not a reason for concern. It's a buying opportunity, and he's eyeing one group in particular that stand to benefit: aggressive spending plans, AI infrastructure companies like Arista and Broadcom. Let's bring in Gene Munster. He's managing partner at Deepwater Asset Management. Gene, okay, let's rewind. Tell me the story of the 24 hours that goes back to Alphabet's earnings and what happened to the market and whether it was justified.
So Alphabet didn't give any new incremental data points about the progress that AI had made over the last 3 months. That spooked investors. They had rolled out their generative search to the US and UK, and investors were hoping that they were going to say something more around the monetization piece. They also, when they talked about the CapEx, they said that CapEx would be above what it was in the first quarter. And so some investors were reading that that would be a little bit of a slowdown in CapEx. So that combination, I think, really spooked the AI trade. And so I think that was the genesis of this pullback. It kind of gets us to down 8% or so from the July 10th high, at least for the Nasdaq. That's similar to what the pullbacks we had kind of during 94 to 99. But to answer your question, Kelly, that was the reason for the pullback. And
so that's a good setup for what you're going to say next about where investors should be looking and why you have confidence that this pullback was, I don't know if we'd say undeserved, but not something to worry about more broadly, in your opinion.
Exactly. And so think about the AI trade in terms of these segments. I think the next 1 to 2 years, it's really all about CapEx. And I mentioned Sundar's comments about CapEx. He also said that they need to continue to invest to stay relevant. Last night, Zuckerberg was on a podcast. He said that if they don't keep spending in AI, they may miss the biggest opportunity in the next 10 to 15 years. They may overspend, but they cannot slow down. So I just want to zero in on that CapEx piece because it's critical. We mentioned Broadcom, Arista Networks, some of these companies. But as long as the infrastructure is being in place, as long as these big tech companies continue to invest, which I think that they will be spending more than what most investors believe over the next couple of years on CapEx. As long as that happens, number one, the chips, the hardware companies will continue to work, and separately, it lays the foundation for the applications to work. We saw a bright spot related to ServiceNow last night, and so I'm most optimistic because that CapEx number, if I was going to boil it down to 1 point, it's going to be higher for longer, and that's good for AI.
So, as investors think through their portfolios for the next, year or so, do they leave mega cap tech in there, or do they kind of move to the sidelines, maybe go with the beneficiaries of this spend, and then kind of wait to see how it works out?
Well, if you believe, I mean, there's just a central question that all investors should ask is, do you believe, or to what degree do you believe AI will be transformative? If you're in my camp, which I think it will be more transformative than the internet, then the small companies and the big companies are going to participate. And so I think the answer from our perspective, if we think about our flagship Titan fund, we have both smaller and large cap. On the large cap side, the best positioned company is Google, only one with a foundation model, advanced silicon, and distribution of 4 billion people per day. So, Kelly, to answer your question is both are going to work. If this AI ends up coming close to what some of the hype is, I think it will exceed it. We're going to see a 3 to 5 year bull market that will end in a spectacular bubble burst. But we got a lot of opportunity between now and that 3 to 5 years.
I know. It's so interesting how we all are aware this is the case. And yet, like you said, if it ended now, history books wouldn't even recognize it as a bubble. We're nowhere near where we could be. Gene, for now, thanks. Appreciate checking in with you. Thanks for your time.